Mist softens the edges of the night, as Lolo, a small cartoon dog with golden brown fur and a white stripe down his eager face, pads carefully through a forest beneath a tangle of dark branches. His red shirt, Lolo, shining across the chest, glimmers in the glow of the battered lantern he cradles before him. A red-blue cap sits slightly askew on his head. Dew glistens on the leaves, and the air hums with the quiet pulse of unseen life. Every few steps, Lolo slows, his big eyes searching the shadows. The beam from his lantern wanes and flutters, barely piercing the gloom. A cool breeze ruffles his fur as he pauses beneath a gnarled old tree. Overhead, a hush of wind stirs the high boughs. Somewhere, a far-off owl hoots. Branches sway, casting shifting shapes across the mossy ground. Lolo's ears droop. He clutches the lantern tighter, a tiny flicker of worry in his eyes. Unsure of which path to take, he glances left, then right. The forest seems to close in. Suddenly, the faintest glimmer dances on the edge of the mist. Lolo's gaze lifts. There, weaving clumsily between drooping ferns, is a tiny firefly, Lumi, her light barely sparkling, her glow sputtering as she bumps softly against a leaf. Lumi's wings flutter desperately as she bounces from shadow to shadow. Each time she collides with a branch, her light flickers dimmer, and for a moment she hovers, lost in the darkness. A hush falls. Lolo, his eyes filled with empathy, lowers the lantern and kneels, watching Lumi's struggle. He tilts his head and raises a gentle paw, holding it out, still and patient. An unspoken invitation, promising safety beneath the shelter of his outstretched hand. Lumi hesitates, wavering in midair. Then, her tiny legs trembling, she drifts down and lands in the center of Lolo's paw. A delicate warmth blooms. Inside his soft palm, Lumi steadies, her light softly growing, pulsing from a faint ember to a gentle yellow glow. Lolo's face relaxes, eyes shining with a tender smile. Slowly, with great care, he lifts his hand and opens the lantern's door. Lumi glances up. With trust, she walks inside and settles at its heart. As the glass closes, the darkness yields. Lumi's glow lights the lantern from within, a golden pool flaring gently, illuminating Lolo's fur with soft, rippling warmth. Lolo lingers a moment, marveling at the quiet miracle of light. He stands straighter, his steps more determined. Setting out anew, Lolo carries the lantern before him, Lumi shining from within. Their light reaches farther now, casting playful patterns on the winding, leaf-strewn path. The mist thins, shadows scatter, and moonlight dapples an ever-clearer trail. Lolo's cap bounces as he walks, his tail swaying with growing assurance. He glances occasionally at the lantern, meeting Lumi's twinkling gaze as she hovers inside, steady and bright. The trees gradually thin, massive trunks giving way to slender saplings, then to open air. Forest sounds become clearer, the gentle shiver of wind, the susurrus of crickets, the occasional chorus of distant frogs. Where earlier the world seemed menacing and uncertain, now it glows with possibility. At the forest's edge, the path spreads wide into a moonlit glade. Lolo halts, silhouetted by the glow of his lantern. He kneels again, quiet and reverent. The lantern door swings open. Lumi flutters out, her wings glistening in the newfound radiance. For a heartbeat, she hovers before Lolo, her glow dazzling and joyful. Then she streaks upward, joining a gathering of fireflies swirling above the treetops. Hundreds of tiny lights filled the sky, swirling and pulsing in gentle waves, soft golden sparks against the deep blue night. Lolo tilts his head back, wonder shining in his eyes. He hugs the lantern to his chest, eyes alight with warmth and gratitude. Soft wind stirs the grass, carrying with it the mingled glow of hope and gentle music, now full and bright. The swarm of fireflies dances, illuminating the night in a shimmering tapestry. The screen slowly fades to black. In the hush, gentle white text appears. Even the smallest light can show the way. The final notes linger as hundreds of firefly lights twinkle on, carrying the promise of hope far into the darkness.